Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, sporting news, you know, the highest paid athlete on the planet, the biggest deal ever, is Patrick Mahomes. About 450 million for 10 years. That's the quarterback of the uh, Kansas City Chiefs in American football. Bad boy. Bad boy got a contract. Brother, right? Highest paid athlete. It ain't Canelo no more. So I wanted to slip that in. Another big news in sport for those who watch like Formula One. Your boy Fernando Alonso is going to return. Got his comeback. Coming back next year after a couple of years hiatus and doing other things. Driving Le Mans, a 24-hour race. Then he drove the Indianapolis 500 a couple of times. Stuff like that. Because his car, he had a good contract, but his car wasn't in one of the tops. But he's a Formula One. Got to give him the legend status because he's a two-time champ. Those are the two biggest things in sport right now. Now, to stuff that's going to happen eventually, but we don't really have dates. A heavyweight championship match, which is very, very going to be very good, going to be a lot better than people think, and it's significant. Whoever wins it, it's significant, and that's between Anthony Joshua. We know who that is. Probably the second most famous boxer on the planet, and some would probably say first. He's up in there. In the top three, you got to go with Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, and Anthony Joshua. Floyd Mayweather's not fighting no more. So, this is Anthony Joshua. So whenever he fights, it's a big occasion. And he's going to fight a guy named Kubrat Pulev. I've talked about him often. A lot of people, basically diss him. Act like, because they don't know him. But if you're on here talking about boxing, then find out who this is. If Anthony Joshua loses to this guy, it won't even be an upset. It'll be a minor upset. But it'll be an upset to people who just know Anthony Joshua and don't know him. Guy's only lost once. It was to an informed, awesome Vladimir Klitschko. Awesome Vladimir Klitschko. Hit him with left hooks a couple of times. Dude get up, stand on one leg, letting you know he ain't hurt. This guy here is pretty damn good. He's even better than I thought because I know he has probably, if not the best jab in heavyweight boxing. It's in the top three for sure over years. Um, and what I thought was his weakness was his right hand. Been watching some highlights, some fights. His right hand is good enough, right? Good enough. And his body attack is a lot better than you would think. He's got about 2 or 3 knockouts with the body attack. Of course, the guys probably weren't the upper echelon guys, but to stop people in the body, it doesn't happen every day. So he's got it. He's supremely confident, guys. You guys probably know him as the guy who was in the States, uh, kissing on a reporter he ain't had no business kissing on. That's the same guy. He's supremely confident. Underestimate him at your own peril. Now he's come out and his team basically come out and say, "Listen, I'm gonna be the one fighting uh, Tyson Fury, for undisputed, because I'm gonna beat Joshua. Then I'm gonna fight him for undisputed. I'm gonna beat Tyson Fury too because I've already beaten the best Fury. He thinks the Huey Fury is more talented. That's a good argument. Huey Fury can fight too. Just don't let his hands go. Remember that fight with Joseph Parker? And it was supposed to be so close. You don't win by not letting your hands go and just being in the fight. But I remember I said in that video back then, a couple of years back, I said the problem is if he watches Tyson Fury beats Vladimir Klitschko, landing 83 punches, and I'm his little cousin, then I'm gonna do the same thing and think I'm gonna get a win, especially on my home soil. Didn't happen against Joseph Parker, but he was in the fight, but he shouldn't have won it. The title shouldn't have changed hands. So, the fight's supposed to be somewhere in England. The dude, Kubrat Pulev, another little thing about Kubrat Pulev is Dillian White had the opportunity to fight this guy, to become the eliminator, the mandatory. And he didn't. He didn't want to go to Bulgaria to fight him either. So that's after Luis Ortiz, this guy too. That shows you the danger level. Because if you think about it, beating him, you definitely was the main guy, the mandatory for Joshua, and didn't take that fight either. Didn't take it, act like nobody heard it, and then start going over here talking about WBC. So this is that guy. Now, Kubrat Pulev and his team has offered to have the fight in Croatia a couple of times to Joshua and Eddie Hearn, but he says they kind of got a high nose on him a little bit. Got a little sedity. Y'all remember that word? Got a little sedity on them. Didn't even acknowledge the deal. So they stopped trying to get deals. They don't care where it is. They want to go to Joshua's backyard or wherever Joshua wants to go to fight. You know, get their inner Alexander Usyk on. Go wherever you want to fight and then go there and handle his business. This is going to be very interesting. Like I said again, underestimate this guy at your own peril. He's supremely confident. Now he's old, about 38, 39 years old. But like I said, he's old, but there's not that much wear and tear. He's got one loss. He's not been really hurt much ever. Been cut maybe one time. I think one in a recent fight. He was winning by far, but you can get cut on the headbutt or anything else. So this is going to be a good fight with him and Anthony Joshua. We know Anthony Joshua is not supremely confident right now, and just judging by the fight he had with Andy Ruiz, the first one, and then the second one didn't look like a very confident fighter, but it's still Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? 6'6", chiseled, got some punching power, and when he lets them hands go, and he doesn't have to just because he's 6'6" doesn't mean he has to stay on the outside. Joshua punches good, a lot of inside punches. That left hook reminded me of Mike Tyson's left hook. There he'd be on the inside, bam, to the body, and all of a sudden you got to back up like Evander Holyfield. Joshua got some stuff. He wasn't undefeated for nothing. It's just the only thing I got to say about Joshua is he did not want to fight Deontay Wilder. He didn't. That's the only thing. Other than that, Joshua's bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a good fight, no matter what. But this Kubrat Pulev character, just because you don't know him, just because you don't fight in America all the time or whatever, he's over here and he ain't been fighting stuff. There's a lot of fighters that haven't fought this person or that person or this person. And it's not always those fighters' fault. Talk about him a lot here. Demetrius Andrade still ain't fought nobody. I think that's one of the best fighters in the whole world right now. And he's definitely the best middleweight. But he ain't got too many people on his resume because people ain't in a hurry to go get on his resume. Could be the same thing happening to Kubrat Pulev. So bottom line, stay tuned for that fight. It's going to be a good one. Dome Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.